All right, Graham, it's been a little over a year on the job for you. A lot of things have changed in college sports. With those changes, how do you feel ASU is positioned right now, given those changes and the changes to come?
Yeah, a lot of changes in our environment, but we've been preparing for it for years now, it feels like. And July 1, there's significant change coming at us. We're ready for it. We're ready for everything that the new environment's coming at us. It puts us in a very advantageous position here at ASU because we're resourcing all of our sports to be ready for this new environment. And we're very bullish and excited about the direction of all of our programs.
From a public eye's point of view, a lot of this stuff can be confusing given the House v. NCAA. How would you explain it in terms that can make sense to the general public?
I think the most important thing is to remember that we're not losing sight of the mission of college sports. We look at the core of what we do is we're a talent development organization. We're trying to take 600 athletes from all over the world and prepare them for adulthood. While we're doing that, we want to win at the highest possible level. And so we're not willing to compromise that part of what college sports has always been very effective at doing. The new normal is very different. And so the three primary changes would be these historical scholarship limits turning into roster caps. What that means is a sport like football that's had 85 scholarships can now go to 105. It may not have an unlimited roster, but 105 young men can now get a scholarship to come compete at ASU. Baseball is another great example of a sport that's had 11.7 scholarships since 1991. The roster goes from 40 to 34, but all 34 at ASU will be on scholarship moving forward. And so that's a very significant change from where we've been historically. The other part is that there's this, it's called rev share, $20.5 million number that we've got to come up with. We've got to generate that incremental revenue at our university to invest that into athletes. That's intended to eradicate the donor-funded NIL pay-for-play that's been in existence in recent years. And the last part is NIL getting regulated and heavily monitored in a way that it should have been out the gate.
You talk about the revenue generation for the rev share aspect of it, and media rights revenue can be a significant portion of that. What other ways are you planning to try and implement revenue generation to help these athletes get what they deserve?
Yeah, we're trying to run a better business. Quite frankly, there's a lot of sentiment of having employees or employee status for a student athlete. I don't believe that that's the answer. I think that comes with a lot of unintended consequences. I'm a big believer that we need to run a better business, not only at ASU within athletics, but also college sports across the board. I think we're so unique in that college sports is year-round. We're not one sport for one season. We are 250 live events across the calendar. We'll get started here in August with soccer and volleyball and football. We'll wrap up in the spring with track and field, baseball and softball. That's an entire cycle of a marketing calendar for a company to plug into and use the profile and the visibility of ASU, use the power of a student athlete in this modern era to promote their product or service. And so we've got to build better and bigger partnerships. We've got to deliver incredible return on that investment for those corporations. We've got to obsess over our fans. We've got to find new donors. We've got to continue to build those relationships. The combination of all those things allow us to navigate this new reality that we're walking into.
With the different dollar changes and money being allocated to college athletics, what is the selling point for Arizona State?
Oh, that's a hard-hitting one. Good for you. I think we've got the incredible opportunity at ASU to create whatever somebody wants out of their college experience. And it's a credit to our university, it's a credit to our fan base, it's a credit to our community where you come to ASU motivated. We're going to give you every tool and every resource to be as wildly successful or more successful than you can ever imagine. I'm a big believer on what ASU can provide for a young person and whatever they're pursuing, and at the same time helping them understand that they're more capable and more accomplished than they can ever realize, and launching them into the world ready for whatever comes at them.